belies the testimony of my client. Defendant, his recent testimony directly contradicts his earlier sworn statements. He simply...
Come on, get smacked up!
It's a word trial.
You need swagger, yo, for real. These muscles ain't for show, asshole!
Anything, these were claims that
Your sheriff's needs filling. Get a Diane's execution.
it really has nothing impacted that investigation. This wasn't fair to her.
Didn't you do this, did you? Your guns will be ready.
Alright, now that I went to all 6,500 locations to post a message. What up, boys? What's up, bro? Get on my notes out.
Let Stacy take.
What's up, Ragged? So Miss Buita is in a lobby over on PS4, and I'm over here on PS5. Okay. Okay, somebody must have changed their name. Who's Muhammad AR-15?
Don't know.
I don't either. And they're it's showing they're part of the crew. And they have a rank of 398. So yeah, they definitely somebody changed their name.
Oh, I got you.
Oh shit! I don't know how to freaking look and see. Well, yeah. They ran away. Why? Why did you stand?
I know, send my party invite. Go and see what we do.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, that's you?
Yeah, you just parked in the area where everybody's supposed to stand, but it's all good. Looks like everybody's spread around. We're put it on the roof. Oh no, we can't get back up there, can? Alright. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and start the meeting then.
Okay, I didn't send him a party invite.
We'll see if they show up, see who it is. They've been on the crew for a minute, but they just must have changed their name or something. Alright. So, welcome everybody to the May 2025 crew meeting. I hope everybody and their families are doing well. Wish everybody has a happy Cinco de Mayo, which I know it's turned into a national holiday. We'll start off with the mic etiquettes. Since we are on a meeting, we'll go ahead and mute our mics, so then that way everybody can hear everything that's going on. There's no echoes. And again, thank you guys for being here. We have a few things to go over. I'm going to go over all the stuff that we need to talk about first, and then we'll talk about the stuff that we need to speak about, that I'm sure is what everybody wants to hear. So the first thing is we're going to start off with a crew killing and in the lobbies. We have spoken about this, and I feel like we definitely improved. I haven't heard anything that I know of any killing in the lobby by crew members. So I want to thank everybody for helping maintain order in the crew and putting in their part. I know that it was a problem, but I think because of some of the people that have been taken out of the crew or have left, it has caused everything to just kind of equalize again and go back to where it needs to be. But we're going to be mindful of that. I'm just going to run through it to emphasize everybody what's going on with that and how it's supposed to be and the rules with that and how we're implementing them. So there will be no crew killing in the lobbies or crew only lobbies unless we're doing a death match or a manhunt or some kind of event, because we're implementing the full black beads in the detail, and we have to maintain the respect of the crew and the respect from other crews. Every time we go into a lobby, people are looking at us, and we're making a name for our crew. It's been over 12 years now, so I think that people are not expecting to see big crews like the ones that we have, like the one that we have, or ones that we have because the MC as well stack up in the lobby the way that we do. So I just I want to make sure that we keep it. Anytime that we're going to do any team deathmatch or we're going to do anything like that, that would be the best time to do it. Or if somebody wants to do that with somebody specific, go ahead and go into a TDM and you can tell everybody, hey, we're going to leave real quick. We're going to go and go start a TDM, and more than likely, most of the time, a bunch of the members will go join and be part of it. But as of right now, I just want to make sure we keep that respect and we keep our respect from other people in other lobbies. We have met other crews, and we were killing each other during that meeting, and that was kind of makes us look bad. So, but as long as nobody's seeing us killing each other in front of anybody in the lobbies, most importantly, any new members, because we do have a bunch of new members that have came in, and I don't want them to see that that's okay or that that's something that we tolerate, because we don't. And that's one of the first things that I talk to them about when they get into the crew. Right before they get into the crew, they have to agree that those are the rules and that they understand, and they get banned. They can't ask any questions about that, because they understood what they were being told. So we need to keep maintain the utmost respect at all times for one another, especially when we're preparing for something that's possibly bigger than we could ever imagine when GTA 6 comes out. So let's just kind of keep that in mind. With the Black Beads that I was just saying, we are going to have a meeting. Goldson wants to have a meeting with all the Black Beads, and we're also going to have some practice. We have some things that we needed to talk about, whether it was outfits, some of the stuff that we're going to start implementing. We are going to allow the Black Beads to have a specific amount of extra authority when it comes to the crew and maintaining order. So they're not able to kick or ban anybody from the crew. They're just in a protective rank, and with that said, they are able to enforce killing and other stuff that we will speak about as we talk on the meeting. Certain things that we will kind of try to maintain order on, and that's going to be so if somebody points a gun at one of the leadership, or if somebody's sitting around kind of being threatening towards other crew members, or just doesn't look right, especially the leadership, if you point a gun or you shoot at one of the leadership, don't be mad if the Black Beads shoot you. And you're not allowed to retaliate. That'll get you banned. They're doing their job. They're doing what they're supposed to do, and that's one of the things that it's better to have more eyes than just one to maintain that kind of structure in the crew. I told you guys that once all this stuff blows up in the GTA 6, we're gonna have a lot more members, and it's gonna be a lot harder to keep track of that. So if we start practicing now and keeping it together now, it'll be easier to help out to keep everything going whenever we have a lot of members online. So we'll have to we'll have to get together. But I'm gonna get together with the Black Beads. We're gonna have a meeting. We're gonna talk about some of the stuff that we're gonna do, and then I'm gonna bring it to the table and let everybody know what we're gonna be doing and how we're gonna be proceeding from there on out. If anybody has any questions, we'll discuss it then, and then we'll figure out what we're gonna do and how we're gonna approach it. So with that said, we spoke about it at the last meeting. We're talking about practicing, doing practice sessions. Any specific areas that anybody needs help with, that nobody has to feel ashamed about anything. I don't want anybody to shame anybody for not having their skill set where everybody else is. There's somebody mute the mics. I couldn't. There was I don't want anybody to hound anybody about their skill sets. Somebody's mic is still unmuted. Here a bunch of. I don't want anybody shaming anybody about their skill sets or what they're doing. I just want everybody to be able to practice and be, and feel okay with going in there and being honest and saying, hey, I need help with flying, or I need help with this or that. Whatever it is, it's something that I feel that we need to kind of help out anybody that needs the help in that field. In that field, for example, if somebody needs help with flying, that can be a lesson that we can do on there, and kind of helping people out with flying. If somebody needs help with shooting, don't be afraid to ask. And if you guys want to request something without anybody knowing, you can, and then we'll put it in there. We'll do one of the practice sessions, but the main purpose about it is not only to get us together to be able to have a session together, but also allows us to help some of the members that need help with either, again, any specific area, whether it's shooting, whether it's driving, whether it's flying, whatever it is. The purpose, not only to get together, but to help them out with that. So with that said, let's go ahead and move on to the stuff that I know everybody wants to talk about. I know everybody's probably already heard. If you haven't, GTA 6 has been pushed back. It's official. It's coming out on all the feeds. Everybody's already talking about it everywhere. It's been pushed back to May 26th of 2026. So we still have over a year from now before the GTA 6 comes out. So we are planning on continuing what we're doing here for another year. With that said, I don't know who knows, who doesn't. I've already explained it a couple times today. GTA is pretty much doing the exact same thing they did with GTA 5. When GTA 5 was announced for release, they actually held it back all the way up to a year. And I remember there was pre-orders. There was all, they started doing all that early, but nobody got the game till a year after they had already first announced it. GTA 5, their budget was $500 million. GTA 6 has a $3 billion budget. GTA 5 made $1 billion in 3 days. GTA 6 is expected to make $1 billion just in pre-orders. They're expected to surpass that with their orders after the game releases, with any deals that they're making with PlayStation, because I think PlayStation Pro or the PlayStation 6, it's going to be the Pro. But the PlayStation Pro is going to come out with a bundle that's going to have the GTA 6 game in it, so they're going to make money off of that. Plus, they're also going to have all the shark cards, and they're also going to have GTA Plus members. So they're going to make their $3 billion back pretty easy, and they're going to make way more than that over the years. So just letting you guys know that's something that's normal. I think that May 26th will be the final date, unless they push it back until Christmas time, because they're behind. There was something that I heard, again, this is not like verified or anything like that, but GTA has already been made, like over the years they've been making it. Supposedly the game's already completed. They're just going through the whole map, and I'm going to tell you, I've heard that the map is huge. There's a lot of detail. There's multiple airports. Like it's a huge map. It's probably 2 or 3 times the size of GTA 5. So they have to have people go through every part of this game and drive around, make sure, like somebody had said earlier, nobody's going to fall through a hole in the map or anything like that and glitch out. Nobody's going to be glitching. They have 70% of the buildings are supposed to be open to go into and come out of. So that's a lot of stuff that they have to go through to be able to perfect the game and put it where it needs to be, so it could be released and everybody can actually enjoy it and not get glitched out or fall into the bottom of the map or anything crazy like that. So that's something that I've seen, that I've read up on. Some of the people that have talked about that have been, they've actually experienced that through the GTA 5 era, when that was supposed to be coming out and it was a big hit. So just letting you guys know, this is something that a lot of people already expected, but I know we were all excited to continue, into GTA 6. I know everybody was looking forward to that. I was, and, we only had a few more months, and that was it. Now we have to wait a year. So with that said, I'm going to let everybody know that we are going to have 2 more major events before the Halloween and the Christmas events come out. So the 2 more major events, I'm not sure exactly what they're going to be yet. I have an idea for one. I'm going to come up with an idea for another one. I'm going to use suggestions, and whatever ideas I come up with, I'm going to also ask, any ideas that I come up with, I'm also going to ask multiple members to make sure that everybody's good with that, and make sure that, it's something that they would enjoy, something that they feel like they would enjoy, and it's something that they would invite their friends, anybody on their friends list. Hey, invite people over here to this, to this chat or this lobby or whatever we're doing, and then we can bring more people into our events. We are going to have to expand it since now we have to wait a year. So I think 2 more events before the Halloween and the Christmas events would be good. I think one of them, if not, we can make the one that Lynn, you had planned for the MC. We can make that one a crew-wide event, and then we can all just jump in there together. And then that'll be one, and then we can do one more big one. What's that? Uh-huh. Okay. All right. So that's what we'll do, and then also I have some ways to put out some word this time. I didn't think about it with our last event that we had. I'm going to put out the word for those that I'm in a racing chat party chat on PSN that has like 60 or 70 members in there, and they're constantly doing races and doing all that. They are, I think, most of the members that are on there are from Europe or from UK, and because they get on there and they do UK time and stuff like that for these races, for these open lobby races. I'm going to see if I can get that to. I'm going to reach out to them and make it as a kind of like a message to them that whoever wants to join that's online, that's definitely going to bring in at least another 10, 15 people. I know that they stack up those races when they go do that. I know that they stack up races whenever they do that. So I'm going to look into that and see how many we can get from there. But those will be other ways to kind of promote the events, because we do want to make these like big events to where we can actually either actually recruit more people that would like to be part of a crew of what we do, or even just have hang-arounds, people that'll be hanging around that can help out. Eventually they might jump on the crew when they see how we roll. It'll give us time to see how they are, and not only that, but it'll also put our name out there. So anytime we do an event, it will it'll have a turnout of other people other than just people on the crew. That way it gets our name out there, and it gets people to be to meet other people, and just kind of we'll get closer to the GTA community. So with that said, I have the Black Beads meeting date and time will be announced by the end of this weekend, or by tomorrow. I'll have that meeting date. I got to talk to Gold Sun and a few of the Black Beads and see what they think time wise. The next big meeting will be June 1st at 1 p.m. Eastern time. So June 1st, that's a Sunday, first Sunday of June, 1 p.m. Eastern time. And other than that, anything anybody wants to add, any questions, comments, concerns, or any news on GTA 6 that I haven't already talked about, or anything that anybody has that either confirmed or kind of confirmed?
I got a thing we can do a bit. Remember those things that we do sort offline for Michael marathon thing where we have to start from swimming to running, other shit? We can do that.
True, like a triathlon.
Somebody's strength, or that'll work on somebody's strength, stamina, and all kinds of shit.
Well, yeah. The other thing we can do with that is, instead of just keeping it as a triathlon, we can make it. I can come up with some stupid name like an octagon or something like that, and then you got to run, you got to swim, you have to ride a motorcycle, then you got to ride a car, then you got to ride a helicopter or a plane.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
We'll just extend it and just put a bunch of stuff into it, like a big challenge. Yeah, that'll be cool. So that could be something that we can sit down and talk about and try to come up with the details, and then that way we can kind of put it together. A bunch of us can put that together and kind of figure out sections and how we're going to do it. I don't even know if there's any way to make an actual job that we can use all the vehicles and make it into like a race where every vehicle is used. Maybe the transformer job would be a good one, if there's any way to make that transformer job to where you can start off running and then you end up swimming and then you end up just moving it up the scale all the way up to the plane or the jet or whatever But we'll have to look into that and see if we can work on that. Yeah, well, that sounds like a good idea. Anybody else with any concerns, comments, anything? Lynn? Okay. Okay. Yeah, no, so what we'll have to do is we'll have to sit down. I'll put it on the order and the commissioners I'll put it in the order, the commissioners and the black beads list, chats, and then we'll have to come up with a time where we can get all of us together, or most of us together, and we need to sit down and kind of come up with some details and on both of those. So actually, now that you say that, let me go ahead and write that down. That one. Yeah, yeah, that we can. I'll bring that to the table and let everybody know and see what like the we could look into that. Um, I've never really, yeah, yeah, we haven't really changed. Usually, I always do it on a Sunday because that was the days that I was available for the meetings, and for a long time, nobody really said any other date. So, like anytime that we said Sundays, usually everybody was off and everything. But no, I get it. If it's something that we can change and make it easier, who knows? It might help out a bunch of people. So we'll see. We'll I'll bring it up to the table.
Hey, Lenton, this is your car right here. List that to me.
All right, so I wrote that down. There's that. Oh yeah. Anybody else? Anything to add or anything? I wrote that down, dirty, so that way I can bring it up to everybody. All right, so everybody knows it is June 1st at 1 p.m. Eastern time, and we'll do the same thing. I'll be live streaming. Anybody that can be on there, I'll do PS4 and PS5. Uh, Other than that, if there's nothing else to add, the meeting's adjourned, and I'll talk to you guys. I will send out those messages. Anything on the any meetings or anything like that we're gonna have about this information, I'll bring it up to everybody, and then I'll give everybody like a week in advance, and then we'll just have an emergency meeting to where I can just let everybody know and get any feedback that I need. Because we're definitely going to need some feedback on the events, as well as some of this other stuff that we're going to talk about during the meeting. so that way we can, if we are going to implement that dirty, you'll know within the next week or so. Only because I got to bring it up to there, and then I need at least a week to give everybody if we have to do an emergency meeting for that, so that way everybody can like at least a few days, 5 days or so, so that way everybody has time to plan for it and they're aware of it. All right, cool. And other than that, man, we're good to go. Thank you guys for coming. Thank you everybody for what you guys do, and
Can we take
yeah,
a picture yet?
yeah, no, we haven't. We can take a picture. Go really, cut some baby girl. Yeah, let's take a picture. In fact, we can, stand like.
Yeah. Special vehicle. Special vehicle.
Hey,
Oh, you
Dirty.
can't make it?
Hey, Dirty. I got a freaking Hydra on Benny's. I got a Hydra, the jet, that one, the second jet that came out on the game. I got a Hydra on Benny's.
My bad. My bad. I ain't meant to do that.
On Benny's?
Yeah, that's what we've been looking for.
Oh shit. Yeah, I want that fuck. I want that Raiju then. I want that Raiju on Benny's. Yeah, I know, right? That shit's. Yeah. Yeah, I changed the colors on the one that I got real quick, but that shit was tight. I was like, get the fuck out of here. That shit got the white walls and everything on it. All right, bro.
Alright.
Oh, hold on. Selected.